Hi and welcome to Whiskey Shared. You're watching day 22 of my mystery whiskey advent calendar. I'm Toby and you're watching Whiskey Shared. Welcome to day 22 of my mystery whiskey advent or dramvent calendar. If you've seen this before and you know it works, then you can just skip straight forward to the tasting. Otherwise, the way this works is I have over 150 samples in my sample collection and my wife has picked 24 at random. She'll put one a day into this blue Glencairn glass and I'll nose it, I'll taste it, I'll tell you if I like it and I'll have a stab at what I think it is. Should we find out what I'm drinking? On to the whiskey. If you'd like to play along with me and find out what's in my glass when I do, then just keep watching. Otherwise, take a look in the description now for a sneak peek. Let's start with a nose. Right, so this is lovely and fruity. I'm getting lots of berries, like red berries, raspberries, strawberries. Yeah, it's a little bit jammy. Not getting much else at this stage. There's a hint of sort of toasted cereals in there. Doesn't seem very high ABV on the nose, not very spirity. But yeah, not getting much more. Let's move on to the palate. Yeah, so that was quite light to start with. Didn't seem very high ABV. But there's lots of cereal, lots of malted barley in there. The fruitiness is there, slightly dry, slightly tannic in nature. But yeah, very light on the palate. I'd say it comes across as sort of 43% ABV, maybe 46 at the top end. A little bit of pepper on the finish. But yeah, very light. Not many flavours, but they are quite distinct. Let's have another sip. I'm getting a little bit of sweetness now, a little bit of sugar, icing sugar. Nice sort of sweet powdered sugar. It's quite nice. That fruitiness has died down a little. ABV wise, I'd definitely say it's around sort of 46% now. It's starting to ramp up. There's a little bit of tingle, but it's yeah, it's not giving away much. There's the sweetness, that sort of vanilla sugar. There's the berries, and there's the sort of cereal. There's a little bit of dry wood in there as well, but yeah, not much more. Let's have one last sip. Yeah, in terms of region or location, I think this could be a Scotch. Potentially it could be from anywhere else as well. I think it's probably of a reasonable age, or it's a potentially non-age statement, but this could also be a blend as well, because those flavours aren't distinctive enough. There's a little bit of smoothness in there, which I'd consider picking up on a blend. But yeah, it could be a Scotch blend, it could be something from somewhere else in the world. I'm being a bit vague, but this isn't jumping out as anything identifiable. And I think that fruitiness might come from a sherry or a wine, or a combination of the two. But yeah, should we find out what's in my glass? Right, so this is a Glen Moray 10-year-old Fired Oak. It's 40% ABV, and it was sent to me by Simon, the Whisky Novice. So interestingly, I've had only a handful of Glen Morays, and most of, if not all have come from Simon. This is a 10-year-old, so it's obviously a single malt, but the Fired Oak angle, I don't really know what that is, whether or not it's a recharred cask or something like that, maybe like an STR or something. But obviously for 40% ABV, this definitely, I said it was soft to start with, but I think this drinks quite well for a 40% ABV. I think you'd be hard pushed to think it was so low. It's definitely another one for the memory banks. I think I need to try some more Glen Moray, especially some of their sort of higher ABV releases. But yeah, this is definitely an interesting one, and I'm glad he sent it to me because it really does, really does test the senses. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and hopefully you'll come back tomorrow for the penultimate episode of my advent calendar. Sauncher. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, why not give it a like or a comment, and please consider subscribing for more videos like this.